Hello everyone, I'm very happy to see all of you guys again here, and welcome back once again to this Python programming series. In previous tutorial we learned about encapsulation in Python, like what is encapsulation in Python, what is need of encapsulation in Python, data hiding using public, protected and private members, data hiding versus encapsulation, getter and setter methods, and so on. If you didn't watch previous video, please watch it. You can find link in I button or you can find link in description below. You can also bookmark the Python tutorial playlist and subscribe to this channel, so you don't miss any future video. In today's video, we will continue our Python tutorial series and we will learn about polymorphism in Python object-oriented programming. If you're new to programming or just curious about this concept, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of what is polymorphism in Python, what is need of polymorphism in Python, how to implement polymorphism in Python. So, if you're ready, let's start today's topic. So start with understand, what is polymorphism in Python? Polymorphism in Python is the ability of an object to take many forms. In simple words, polymorphism allows us to perform the same action in many different ways. For example, Jessa acts as an employee when she is at the office. However, when she is at home, she acts like a wife. Also, she represents herself differently in different places. Therefore, the same person takes different forms as per the situation. In polymorphism, a method can process objects differently depending on the class type or data type. Let's see simple examples to understand it better. Polymorphism in built-in function len. The built-in function len calculates the length of an object depending upon its type. If an object is a string, it returns the count of characters, and if an object is a list, it returns the count of elements or items in a list. The len method treats an object as per its class type. Polymorphism with inheritance in Python. Polymorphism is mainly used with inheritance. In inheritance, child class inherits the attributes and methods of a parent class. The existing class is called a base class or parent class, and the new class is called a subclass or child class or derived class. Using method overriding polymorphism allows us to define methods in the child class that have the same name as the methods in the parent class. This process of re-implementing the inherited method in the child class is known as method overriding. Advantage of method overriding in Python. 1. It is effective when we want to extend the functionality by altering the inherited method. Or the method inherited from the parent class doesn't fulfill the need of a child class, so we need to re-implement the same method in the child class in a different way. 2. Method overriding is useful when a parent class has multiple child classes, and one of that child class wants to redefine the method. The other child classes can use the parent class method. Due to this, we don't need to modification the parent class code. In polymorphism, Python first checks the object's class type and executes the appropriate method when we call the method. For example, if you create the car object, then Python calls the speed method from a car class. Let's see how it works with the help of an example. In this example, we have a vehicle class as a parent and a car and truck as its subclass. But each vehicle can have a different seating capacity, speed, etc., so we can have the same instance method name in each class but with a different implementation. Using this code can be extended and easily maintained over time. Now, let's run the Python file to see the result. As you can see, due to polymorphism, the Python interpreter recognizes that the max_speed and change_gear methods are overwritten for the car object. So, it uses the one defined in the child class, car. On the other hand, the show method isn't overridden in the car class, so it is used from the vehicle class. Override built-in functions. In Python, we can change the default behavior of the built-in functions. For example, we can change or extend the built-in functions such as len, abs, or divmod, by redefining them in our class. Let's see the example. In this example, we have redefined the function len. Polymorphism in class methods. Polymorphism with class methods is useful when we group different objects having the same method. We can add them to a list or a tuple, and we don't need to check the object type before calling their methods. Instead, Python will check object type at runtime and call the correct method. Thus, we can call the methods without being concerned about which class type each object is. We assume that these methods exist in each class. Python allows different classes to have methods with the same name. Let's design a different class in the same way by adding the same methods in 2 or more classes. Next, create an object of each class. Next, add all objects in a tuple. In the end, iterate the tuple using a for loop and call methods of an object without checking its class. In this example, fuel_type and max_speed are the instance methods created in both classes. As you can see, we have created 2 classes Ferrari and BMW. They have the same instance method names fuel_type and max_speed. However, we have not linked both the classes nor have we used inheritance. We packed 2 different objects into a tuple and iterate through it using a car variable. It is possible due to polymorphism because we have added the same method in both classes. Python first checks the object's class type and executes the method present in its class. Polymorphism with function and objects. We can create polymorphism with a function that can take any object as a parameter and execute its method without checking its class type. Using this, we can call object actions using the same function instead of repeating method calls. This is the example of how you can implement polymorphism with function and objects. Method overloading in Python. The process of calling the same method with different parameters is known as method overloading. Python does not support method overloading. Python considers only the latest defined method even if you overload the method. Python will raise a type error if you overload the method. To overcome the above problem, we can use different ways to achieve the method overloading. In Python, to overload the class method, we need to write the method's logic so that different code executes inside the function depending on the parameter passes. For example, the built-in function range takes 3 parameters and produce different result depending upon the number of parameters passed to it. Let's assume we have an area method to calculate the area of a square and rectangle. The method will calculate the area depending upon the number of parameters passed to it. If 1 parameter is passed, then the area of a square is calculated. If 2 parameters are passed, then the area of a rectangle is calculated. Magic methods in Python. In Python, there are different magic methods available to perform overloading operations. The below table shows the magic methods names to overload the mathematical operator, assignment operator, and relational operators in Python. That's all for this video. We will discuss more about object-oriented programming in upcoming videos with practical examples. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up for more content, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep exploring and keep coding. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.